guys had another good year last year, and we heard Coach talking about it. For you guys, it all starts up front in the trenches, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. We got a good defense. We play hard. We go as hard as we can every down. We just work as hard as we can.
You guys have a good amount of experience coming back defensively. How important is that? Do you guys feel like you can just pick up where you left off last season?
Well, not necessarily pick up, but work as hard as we did last season in the summer and work as hard as we can in practice like we did last year, and we should be as good as we can be and just work as hard as we can.
Looking at the offense, you guys do have Colton coming back at quarterback. How important is that to have an experienced quarterback when you start the season?
Well, having a 2-year starting quarterback is it's better. It helps the offense out a lot. He knows what he's doing, and it won't really struggle with plays and calls and all that stuff, so it should be pretty good.
The SAC is always competitive, but you guys always seem to be right there. Do you go into this season thinking this is our conference championship to lose?
No, we work as hard as we can, and I think if we just play as hard as we can like we do in practice and work as hard as we can, we should take it. We should be able to win it.
They're coming off another strong season, 8 starters back on offense. I guess let's start with the offense. Colton's back under center. How do you feel like that group's shaping up?
Well, I think it all begins with the offensive line, and we're fortunate to return, quite a few of those guys that have 13 games under their belt, in the trenches, which is, our offense is always going to begin with the big guys up front. And then with Colton, at quarterback and Dre Billingsley at tailback, and we get another senior running back and Eric Cirillo that we lost last year to injury, but he's got 3 years of experience, and that's a good core to begin with on offense.
You guys had that great 3-headed attack out of the backfield. Do you expect it to be a running back by committee again?
Yeah, certainly. Dre, as I mentioned, Eric, Desmond Davis as a fullback, and then some young guys that are going to contribute as well. And we certainly, at times last year, due to some injuries, were a little thin in the backfield. Have a lot more depth this year.
Defensively, I think a lot of people are looking at Jesse Bates for good reason. What are your expectations for him? What are your expectations for this defensive unit as a whole?
Well, again, what is nice is we bring a core of guys back. Matt Schwartz on the defensive line with Josh Loya. At the linebacker, Joe Williams and Alex Reese that have had a lot of experience, 2 seniors. And then Jesse and Jalen Fowler in the backfield that are returning starters. So we have a core of guys at all 3 levels that can lead us to, at least at the beginning, have quite a bit of experience, and we'll count on their leadership for the rest of the guys.
With the program that you've built, with how consistent you guys are each year, is it really almost a plug-and-play kind of system at this point?
Well, I think, that's all dependent on the senior class. Those guys lead us every year, and fortunately this year we have a large senior class, 33 kids, and, they've been practicing those positions for 4 years, and we, preach in the program that everything leads to your senior year. And so for some of these guys, they've been returning starters, but for a lot of these seniors, it'll be their first time stepping in a playing role. But it's their time to shine and their time to lead the program.